Good morning, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm your host, Nadia Holtz. With me today is SBR consultant Dave Gowikoff to give you a major betting edge in placing NBA picks. Dave, so I understand that home court advantage seems to be more important in the NBA than in any other major North American sport. Why do you think this is?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of people have opined about this throughout the years. I personally just think, it's just the nature of the sport, the crowd, the court. You practice on your court, you know the contours. I know it's the same setup pretty much everywhere as far as the measurements, the specifications, but it just seems that in basketball, both college and the NBA, playing at home is far more important than any other sport. You talk about the best teams in the NBA, the teams that go to the championship, they don't lose at home very often, and home court advantage is critical all the way through to the finals. So it's just one of those things. It's a tradition of the sport, and it's very important for bettors to factor.
What have been your key professional observations regarding this betting edge?
Well, if you take a look at the historical numbers, you're looking at about a 60% win clip for the home team in the NBA. Now, when you go to the playoffs, that gets even higher. It's about 5% higher. So we're looking at 65% of the time the home team wins. And, of course, the home team gets that extra edge with the seventh game. So if you're on the road, if you're trying to do damage on the road as a low seed in the NBA, it's really not going to happen. If you take a bigger sample from what we've seen over the last 20 years, there's one playoffs where home teams won at a 75% clip. So I think home court advantage is definitely important in the regular season. It's important to factor as far as game to game, factoring who's the home team for the spreads and all that. But I think it's even more important in the playoffs. You really can't take any risks with those futures where you're going to need a team to go on the road and win multiple series without home court advantage.
Dave, you mentioned in your article that there are 10 teams with a losing home record that didn't make it to the playoffs. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think that highlights the point right there, that if you can't win on your home court in the NBA, then you're essentially the ultimate failure. That is really the starting point for an NBA franchise. Protect that home court advantage and make sure that you at least have a winning home record. Then you have a shot at the playoffs. If you can't even do that, then you're not going to the playoffs. So I think that really hammers home the point that home court advantage is absolutely critical in the NBA.
Okay, so it's fair to say, as far as NBA betting goes, you want to be giving value to the teams that have the home court advantage. Makes a lot of sense. Dave, thank you so much for your feedback and have a good day.
All right.
For SBR Picks, this is Nadia Holtz.
The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.